morning. I am here to start a vlog. I thought we could hang out together a bit this month. I have a lot of work and research job related stuff to do this November, and I really think that the best way to get through it is with company. And by kind of getting into the mindset of like romanticizing it and aestheticizing it, like, no, I'm not swamped with incredibly stressful work and impossible deadlines that are making me question my sanity and ability to function at the university. No. I'm just in my dark academia era, which is especially good right now. It's, you know, autumn semester, everything is kind of gloomy and rainy, and especially being in Germany. I mean, I might as well be walking around a dark academia painting, honestly. Like, my university is in like a former royal palace. I live in a medieval city. I can go study at coffee shops with like a view of a castle in the background. You know, like there's just so much opportunity to romanticize this all. And even though it's like a stressful time, it's also a really fun and cool and exciting time of my life that I just would really love to share with my friends and bring you guys along for and document. So in this vlog, I'm gonna be living my best dark academia life, and I would love to know what you are up to, if you're working towards anything, or like what's going on with you and how you're getting through it. For me personally, I'm gonna be writing and researching. I have a deadline on December 1st for a chapter that I'm contributing to a book that is being published on my research topic, which is so exciting. And I want it to be really good. So I'm really focusing on that while also trying to stay on top of all of the other normal stuff going on in the research group for the semester. So it's a lot to do. And like I said, I think the best way to get through it is with company and with some nice aesthetic vloggy vibes. And whatever you are working towards or you have going on, I hope that you are also getting through it and having a nice time along the way. And yeah, we're gonna have a good time together. For me today, I'm going in every Monday. We have like a meeting with the whole research group. Today we're watching project presentations from some of our new members to tell us what they're researching. And then after that, my cohort, like the little group of people that all got hired at the same time as me, we always have our own little reading group together, which is always such a nice cozy time. So yeah, it should be a good day. Let me know what you're gonna be up to today, and let's go get started and talk again soon. Hello, it is Tuesday now. I had a doctor's appointment this morning. I had to get some blood drawn. And I also received some very bad, horrible, evil news that my doctor, my favorite, beautiful, wonderful, kind, thoughtful, smart, the best doctor I've ever had in my life, by the way, is leaving to go do like sports medicine and orthopedics, and he can't be my doctor anymore. I'm gonna have to find someone else. I'm devastated, honestly. Like, dark times in this dark academia vlog, indeed. But not too dark. Because I will say the sun today, the sun is out. It really said screw the vibes for your vlog, but it's so beautiful and I love it so much. I have a lot of work that I want to get done today, and a lot of it I need my like big computer in the living room for, but because it's so nice, I'm trying to take advantage of this beautiful day as much as I can. I've set up my home office in the bedroom window, so I'm going to sit here and just get some reading done. And I might even abandon work for a little bit to take a walk through the park later or something and come back to it in the evening when it's not so beautiful outside. Anyways, that is the plan and the work set up today. Yeah, just trying to photosynthesize a little bit while we still can. Good morning, it's Wednesday, and today, first of all, I'm going to go do some co-working at a local coffee shop with one of my friends and co-workers and hopefully get some good work done together. And then afterwards, this evening, we are going out to see Frankenstein. I'm so excited. It's Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. I wrote my master's thesis on del Toro. I love him. I love his films. And from what I understand, this is like his dream project. This is like the film that he has been waiting his entire career to make. And I'm so excited for it. I know that a lot of people have apprehensions, especially with Jacob Elordi as the creature, which seems a little bit weird, but I have to say I've only seen two things with Jacob Elordi. I saw Priscilla and Saltburn, and I have to say, I don't know, I kind of feel like he can handle it. I actually have a lot of faith in this whole project, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm gonna head out off to the coffee shop to get some work done. Good morning, it's Thursday, and first and foremost, we have to talk about Frankenstein. Beautiful, wonderful, incredible, gorgeous. I am already seeing like some of the mixed reviews, and I totally get that as well. I love del Toro, wrote my thesis on del Toro, right? But even I don't really get everything that he does, but I did kind of think that it could have used some editing. It was like a 2.5 hour long movie, and I don't know if it needed to be 2.5 hours long. But then again, maybe that's just me. I'm saying this about everything these days. Everything I read or consume or anything, I'm like, why? Like, where are the editors? At this point, I think maybe I should just go become an editor because it's clearly my life's passion to complain about how everything is too long. I don't know. Anyways, for the most part, in general, overall, Frankenstein, I really enjoyed, and I'm so glad that we went to see it at the theater instead of just waiting for Netflix because it was beautiful. And I do think that Jacob Elordi did such a good job as this creature. Actually, my friend who I went to see it with, she is an actress herself. She used to do theater. As the movie ended, the first thing she said to me was, "Oh my God, who's the actor playing the creature? He was incredible." And then afterwards, I also saw Guillermo del Toro saying in an interview that like he had a Zoom call with Jacob Elordi and saw that he had a great innocence in his eyes and knew that he could play the creature. And I think that's so true. One of the things that I loved the most was like how del Toro blended the typical kind of Hollywood monster movie, but also a very book accurate kind of understanding that from the creature's point of view, he's just this like child, and the only things that he ever learns are what people teach him. I do think that this adaptation really, really made him a lot more innocent. Like even the things that the creature does, you know, like creature becomes evil because of the way he has been treated. I think this movie really whitewashed them and made him a lot more innocent. And that's why I think what del Toro said about the innocence was so important, because like even though he's covered in all of these prosthetics and he looks horrifying, you can see that childlike innocence, and del Toro really knew what he was talking about there. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, as fitting as talking about Frankenstein is in a dark academia vlog, it is actually time to do very unromantic academic work, unfortunately. Yesterday, I did get some good writing done at the coffee shop. I wrote a little bit of the chapter that I'm working on, and then I also switched over to working on a scene analysis that I have to do on Tuesday, just to show my supervisor like a sample of how I'm analyzing things. So today I'm gonna try and finish that scene analysis. And then if I'm still up to it, I'll write a little bit more of the chapter. I'm gonna try and do like I guess almost like a sprint style setup, like a POMO. I find that I have to change my work routine like every 6 months. I've never found something that works forever. It always works for a while and then I have to change it. And what's working for me right now is like I'll work for an hour and then go do something else for a little bit and then come back and work a little bit more. It's not the fastest way to get things done. I wish I could go back to the days when my system was waking up at 6 a.m. and working for 4 hours straight. And then taking the rest of the day off. That was really nice, but unfortunately it's not how my brain's working right now. I would love to hear about if you have any systems that like really work for you with productivity, and if they are pretty consistent for you, or if you also have to kind of rotate through them and change them out. Yeah, always looking for new ideas, honestly. morning. It is Friday. I just got back from the dentist just for like a checkup and a cleaning. I haven't had one. It's been like 8 years, but they said everything's good actually. She said, wow, your teeth are so clean and the color is so nice. They're very bright and white. Do you use whitener? And I said, no, I don't use whitener. I just brush them every day. And she said, oh my God, your gums are so healthy. Do you floss every day? And I said, yeah, I floss every day. Truly, like there's no better feeling in the world. I don't know. This is my toxic trait, is that one time when I was a child, my dentist told me I was doing a good job taking care of my teeth. And honestly, I've been chasing that high ever since. And I work so hard to take care of my teeth, not because I'm responsible and it's the smart, responsible thing to do, but because I dream of the day a dentist will tell me that I'm doing a good job. And she said, everything looks great. Everything's healthy. Everything's good. So you know what? Hell yeah, girl. And now I'm home. I made some pancakes. The impulse hit and I also have orange juice. I'm so excited for this. And I'm just going to try and get a lot of work done today. Yesterday, I did finish my scene analysis. So that is all done and ready to go for when I present on Tuesday. So today I just need to work on my chapter, which is good because progress needs to be made. Hello, it is Monday. I took a short break from updating the vlog over the weekend. It was a good weekend. On Saturday night, my friends and I went out to see another movie. We saw Dracula, A Love Tale. I know, Frankenstein and Dracula in 1 week. Like the gothic romance girlies are being so fed this autumn. I'm living, I'm thriving, my skin is clear, my crops are growing. It's banger after banger over here. And honestly, Dracula, A Love Tale. So this was a romantic fantasy take on Dracula, where Dracula is a medieval prince whose wife was killed and now he's waited 400 years to find her reincarnation so they can be together again. Like honestly, this Dracula, everything a man should be. Desperate, pining, obsessed. All he cares about in the world is this woman. Like truly a masterpiece, but also in like a deeply silly and unserious way. And also visually, I think, you know, I'm a really big visual person and it was so beautiful. It was gorgeous. It was like eye candy. The costume designs, the princess, I want to be her every year for Halloween for the rest of my life. There was also the other vampire girl who I wish I was her. I love her. There was a scene that they filmed at like a circus carnival thing that was so like I want this film projected on all of my walls 24/7 day and night for the rest of my life. I loved it. And I also thought it had a bit of like a 90s feel to it. Like I don't know if it was what they filmed on, but the texture and the feeling and the colors had like a very 90s nostalgic vibe to them. I loved this. Anyways, as far as the academia of it all is going, I did also get a lot of work done over the weekend. I wrote almost like 4,000 words and I'm done with my entire first draft. So obviously I'll be continuing to really focus on that this week. We also do have some pretty exciting in-person events this week. First of all, I have my meeting with my supervisor to do my scene analysis and hopefully get some good feedback from him on that. And after that, this is so exciting. Claudia Rankin is coming to our university to give us a talk. I don't know how or who got this to happen. It's kind of unbelievable. I'm feeling a little bit starstruck about it. Claudia Rankin is like, this is such a huge deal. I can't even believe it. Unfortunately, I did hear that I'm not gonna be coming in person anymore, but she is gonna talk to us on Zoom and we're gonna have like a Zoom conversation with her, which is like really sad, but still so cool. And then for the rest of the week on Thursday, we have like an all-day workshop. It's from 9 to 4 and it's on, I don't know, like good research practices and scientific integrity. Honestly, it sounds like an admin thing, like a formality that the admin has to have us do to check off like a requirement. I don't know. They sounded kind of not happy about the fact that I have to leave early from that because we have our appointment at the immigration office, which is not, the immigration office does not negotiate when you have time to come to your appointment. So that is what the work week ahead has in store for us. Yeah, I will take you along to anything fun as much as I can. It's really hard to film at the university because, you know, it's always, there's so many other people there, and I try really hard to keep other people out of my videos as much as possible. So, you know, in a classroom or, you know, a lecture hall full of other people, there's not really much that I can do, but hopefully the little things that I do get here and there give a vibe of some kind. Anyways, wish me luck and best of luck to you on whatever you are working on this week. Let's go do it. Good morning, it is Wednesday. Yesterday was a very long work day, but very cool. Claudia Rankin's talk was amazing. She read to us for like 30 or 40 minutes from her new book that I think is coming out next year. I didn't get much work done in between. I had a couple hours that I could have worked, but I couldn't focus. My brain was mush because like after presenting my scene analysis and receiving like the feedback and stuff, it was, I don't know, my brain was like, I'm done now. Didn't get much done yesterday, and I think I need to take today off just to rest, you know? I think I need a little break and then can be full steam ahead over the weekend. So today, first of all, we got our new snack box in the mail. I forgot to cancel my subscription. I had like a 3-month subscription that I was gonna cancel and I accidentally didn't. So now we have 3 more months. I'm gonna see if Jesse wants to open this with me real quick. What is it? Grease! Oh my god! And they gave us a recipe for Greek tzatziki. What does that person on TikTok say?
It is so delicious with tzatziki.
Crunchy oregano chips. Love a good potato chip.
Tomato crispy Funyun looking thing.
You can read that? He lived in Greece. Fun fact.
Well, no, it's in English.
Oh.
Corn snacks with cheese and tomato.
Oh my god, a chocolate croissant. I love a good chocolate croissant. Cookie bites.
Filled cookie bites.
In passion. What does that mean?
You anytime you see a cookie.
Mini crackers, tomato and cheese. They like their tomato and cheese.
Lemon sandwich cookies, which I'm always a fan of.
Love lemon cookies. What's that mean?
Nothing.
Oh, salted
Amazing.
caramel cookies. That sounds really good.
A hazelnut chocolate bar.
Yum. Oh my god, mini gummy burgers.
Sour soda pop gummies. They're really trying to come for Haribo.
And of course, they always put a Fanta in here.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would do something other than Fanta.
Yeah, like I don't really like a Fanta. Wow.
That's very strong.
It's very strong. Cheers. Mmm.
It definitely smells way stronger than it tastes though.
Yeah, it does. Oh my god, dipped in milk. Anyways, for the rest of the day, I need to go out and grab some groceries because tonight we are celebrating our 8-year anniversary of the day that we started dating. It was actually yesterday, but we're celebrating today because I had work all day. And so Jesse's gonna make dinner and I'm gonna bake a cake. And another exciting thing while I'm out, we were walking around over the weekend downtown and we came across like a little vintage store and they had digital cameras. And I have been on the hunt. The one that I used to have, it was a Fujifilm FinePix from the 2000s. It was actually, every picture on this camera looked beautiful, amazing, stunning, perfect. I actually don't remember what happened to it. It was Eric's camera. So either, I think it broke beforehand anyway. Either way, like when we broke up, I don't have this camera anymore, obviously. So when I replaced it for myself, I thought I was doing the right thing by upgrading and getting like a fancy new generation, like 2017, a Sony RX100. It's really cool and it gets compared a lot to the Canon G7X, but personally, in my opinion, the pictures look like shit. And I can't do anything about it either. Like I've tried everything. I am a professional portrait photographer, by the way. I'm not like just some guy. It has been so many years that I've had this camera. I've played around in all the settings. I've tried everything in Photoshop and like post-processing. It's unfixable. Like there's something about these photos that I just fundamentally cannot stand. They just look so dead and flat and lifeless to me. I just don't like it. So I'm always on the hunt for like an actual 2000s digital camera. There's something about the early 2000s digicam technology. It comes out good every time. We really lost something along the way with the advancement of this technology. I don't know. But anyways, this vintage store that we were at had a Canon Ixus 55, which is from 2006. And it is one of, I love Canon. I'm a Canon girly all the way through and through. For me, Canon photos always have like that life to them that I feel like this was missing. Yeah, I thought about it over the weekend in the past couple days. I did my little research and I decided that I think I will buy this Canon Ixus 55 from the vintage. If it's still there, fingers crossed, wish me luck. Sorry for the horrible blue lighting in here, but it's nighttime now because that happens at 3 p.m. in the winter. But I'm home, I'm getting started on the cake, and I just wanted to say I'm in love with this. Taking random little pictures finally feels cute and fun again. Every picture looks like what I look like in a mirror, and that is so truly the best purchase I've ever made. And the guy at the store was so nice. I told the guy I wanted to buy the camera and he was like, oh, go test it out first. And I was like, it's okay, I already took a couple in the store, you know, I turned it on, made sure it works. And he's like, no, go outside. Like walk down the street, go take a picture of the river or something. And I was like, okay. So I like took this camera out of the store outside to go take pictures outside. So then I come back in the store and I'm like, yes, it's good, I want it. Please let me pay you for this camera. And he takes it from me and starts taking pictures of me. I don't know, just to like show me how pictures of me would look with this camera. And then not only that, he then was like, do you want to look at them on your phone? This man pulls out a little gadget that you can put the SD card in and plug it into your phone and see the pictures on your phone. And he just lets me do this in the store and download all the pictures. And I asked him like, do you also have the charger to charge the battery for it? Because I was kind of, you know, sometimes when cameras get sold to like pawn shops and stuff, they don't always have all the parts. I was fully ready to go buy a charger for this camera myself. And this guy is like, yeah, of course I have the charger. I have everything. And he starts pulling out not only the charger, but accessories. He was like, do you want a lanyard to put around your wrist? He starts pulling out carrying cases. Do you want a plain black carrying case or do you want this Hello Kitty carrying case? And I'm like, obviously I want the Hello Kitty one. No charge for any of these extra things. He's just like adding them into my bag as I'm checking out. Me and Jesse both were like, if we ever need anything else again that might be in this store, like we're buying it from this guy. So yeah, I just love it. Anyways, I'm gonna finish making this cake and go enjoy the rest of my night off. Good morning, it is Sunday. We're here for something exciting. Basically in our city twice a year, there are these sheep that have to move because they live somewhere else during the winter. And the best way to get them from place to place is to march them through the middle of the city. Here, the movie theater's over there, and this is where the sheep will be coming. Hello, good morning. I have some very good and very fitting news to end this little academic vlog on, and that is that I just received the grade for my master's thesis. And if you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, Vanessa, didn't you turn in your master's degree like 8 months ago? Yes, I did. Vanessa, haven't you been working in a PhD position for like 8 months? You didn't even have your master's degree yet? Yes. That's true. That's what happened. I don't know why it took so long. From what I've been told, it should have only been a couple weeks, but thankfully it hasn't been an issue. But you know, I have been waiting very anxiously, eager to finally celebrate and say, I do in fact now have my master's degree. That, you know, I've been working so hard on the last couple years. I moved all the way to Germany to do, like, it's such a big monumentous moment in my life. And of course, there's also been, listen, I know logically in my brain that it was gonna be okay. Probably not gonna fail my master's degree at the last minute, but I don't know, I think there's always that little part is just like never completely sure. Like, what if they did? They weren't gonna change their mind and be like, you know what, never mind, she's trash. This sucks, get her out of here. It's taking them so long to grade it because they don't know how to break the news to you that they're failing you, firing you from your PhD job, kicking you out of the country probably, I don't know, you're going to prison maybe. My anxiety really knows no limit. So it is a very big relief to finally know for sure that that is not the case. I did pass and I got a good grade as well. I got a 1.12, which in the German grading system, it goes from a 1 to a 4 and 1 is the best. So a 1.12 is like on an American scale, probably like a 98, 99. Like, it's almost perfect. I got an almost perfect grade and I'm so proud of myself and I'm so excited and so happy to finally say that I graduated. I am super excited and I think that this is just the perfect note to end this vlog on. I had a really good time hanging out the last couple weeks and just kind of documenting this era of life that I'm in. I do think that at some point we kind of lost the original plot of the movie with the dark academia vlog. I think we ended up with more of like a cozy autumn situation, and that's fine. I'll take it, you know? I would love to hear what the vibes of your past couple weeks have been. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you had fun, and I hope that I get to talk to you soon. Bye!